The Pixel 10 series is coming soon, and a new leak has given us some details about what to expect, especially when it comes to size and weight. According to Android headlines, Google is making a few small changes to the design, and the biggest surprise is that all four phones might be heavier than last year's models. The Pixel 10 lineup is expected to include for different phones the regular Pixel 10, the Pixel 10 Pro, the larger Pixel 10 Pro XL, and the foldable Pixel 10 Pro Fold. Thanks to this leak, we now know the possible dimensions and weights of each phone. While the differences may seem small, they could change how the phones feel in your hand or how well your current case fits. Here are the numbers. The Pixel 10 is said to be 150.8 millimeters tall, 72 millimeters wide, and 8.6 millimeters thick, weighing 204 grams. The Pixel 10 Pro has the same measurements, but it weighs a bit more at 207 grams. The Pixel 10 Pro XL is a bigger device, measuring 160.8 x 76.6 x 8.5 millimeters and weighing 232 grams. The foldable Pixel 10 Pro Fold is 155.2 x 150.4 x 5.2 millimeters when opened and 155.2 x 76.3 x 10.8 millimeters when folded, with a total weight of 258 grams. If we compare these sizes to the Pixel 9 series, the Pixel 10 and 10 Pro are almost the same size as the previous generation, but they are a little thicker, about 0.1 millimeters, and weigh about 6 to 8 grams more. That might not seem like much, but for people who prefer light phones, this extra weight could be noticeable, especially when using the phone for long periods. The Pixel 10 Pro 40 has the same size as the Pixel 9 Pro 40, but weighs 11 grams more. That's about a 5% increase, and even though it's a small number, it could affect how comfortable the phone feels in everyday use. So why is Google making the phones heavier? It could be due to larger batteries, better camera hardware, or stronger internal parts. Many users have said they don't mind a heavier phone if it means longer battery life. In fact, there's always a debate. Some people want thinner phones, even if the battery doesn't last as long, while others prefer a bulkier phone that can last all day. Now let's look at the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. This foldable phone stands out from the rest, unlike Samsung, which is trying to make its foldable phones slimmer with each new version. Google seems to be going in the opposite direction. This new foldable Pixel is slightly narrower when folded and a bit wider when opened. It's also a little thicker compared to last year's model. While it's only 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters thicker, it still shows that Google isn't focusing on reducing thickness like Samsung is with its Galaxy Z Fold 7. The new Pixel 10 Pro Fold is also 1 gram heavier than the previous version. Well, that's a very small change that most people won't even notice. It's still worth mentioning because Google seems to be taking a different approach from other brands. Keep in mind, none of these numbers are final. They come from leaks, so things might change before the official launch. Still, these details are probably close to what we'll see when the phones are revealed. So, what does this mean for Pixel fans? If you already have a Pixel 9 or an older model, you might need new accessories like a case or screen protector, because even a tiny size change can make older accessories not fit properly. Also, if you like lighter phones, be ready to get used to something a bit heavier this year. The outside design of the Pixel 10 series likely won't change too much. It will probably look similar to the Pixel 9, which means Google is focusing more on improving what's inside the phone rather than changing the way it looks. Google is expected to officially show off the Pixel 10 series on August 20th during its annual Made by Google event. That's when we'll find out the final specs, prices, and features. In short, the Pixel 10 lineup won't be a major redesign, but it does bring small improvements that might matter to people who care about battery life and performance. It's not a big change, but sometimes small upgrades are exactly what people want.